Is Russell Wilson to blame for the Seahawks' limitations?
Oh, God. I'm torn, and I'm not torn on my answer to this question. I'm torn on the fact that I know I live in a world, a culture, a society now that likability matters so much that it colors analysis. I've talked about that before. And then I'm also torn by my essence, raised by my grandma, Gigi, who said, you better just say that. I don't care how they take that. So I'm going to just lend myself to my familiarity. Yeah, Russell Wilson's to blame for the Seahawks' limitations. God, I like him so much, I love him so much that I don't want to go here. But this is the wrong generation to say anything publicly to because we have Google. And we can go back and find receipts, even if we didn't take notice of those same moments when they were happening in real time. Oh, Russell Wilson. I must start with this headline. The best offensive lineman is a decisive quarterback. Yes, Russell Wilson wants to blame right now others. He said, yeah, I need to get better as well. But you know what he also said? My offensive line. Basically, I'm getting hit too often. And you know he wants to take a shot at Pete Carroll, but he's like, man, that's boss right there. I got to be careful on this one. But it's interesting. The line was fine when they were winning the Pete Carroll way. But now they can't win it all the Russ Wilson way. Let's talk about it. Okay, so everybody's talking about Russell Wilson and getting all these hits. 394 sacks in the 9 seasons. Yay!
Not good.
Okay, I'm going to give y'all this. The pressure percentage of the Seahawks last year, 7th highest in the NFL. Okay, so you would say, yeah, justifies what Russell's talking about. You're getting hit all the time. You don't want to do this. You ready to go here? The year they won the Super Bowl, they were the 2nd highest. Wait a minute. Russell, you were taking more pressure when you won a Super Bowl. Uh-oh. Don't follow it up. Did they go back to a Super Bowl and lose? Yes, they did. Guess what it was that year?
What's that?
The highest. So Russell's trying to make it look in perception that he's taking hell out there right now. Yeah, but you used to find your way to heaven through that hell, but now Russell Wilson can't find his way. You know why? Because the Seahawks, trying to oblige him, have lost their way. This is a tug-of-war happening right now, where Russell Wilson realizing I can't stand squarely in the mirror and be real, that Russell Wilson is declining in the second half of seasons. True. And Russell Wilson also is not being the most decisive with the football behind this offensive line. But to now deflect and point at that offensive line and say, yeah, man, block. And they like, dog, we ain't never blocked. And it used to not be a problem, but now it's a problem. But you want to know who's the common denominator of that problem? That man in the mirror, Russ Wilson, bro.
Oh, man, Marcellus, you took us some places. Now, I'm going to get to where you at.
Okay.
But I got to start somewhere else.
Go over there.
Now, first and foremost, Pete Carroll as the head coach is to blame. Firstly, for the Seahawks' limitations. Why? Because it's like any parent, Marcellus, who concedes to what the child wants to appease the child.
Ooh, caught him. You're
right? Like,
right.
Oh, Daddy, I don't want to eat my vegetables. Can I get ice cream? Okay, son. Daddy, I don't want to eat my vegetables. Can I get ice cream? Okay, son. Next day, Daddy, I don't want to eat my vegetables. Can I get ice cream? Then you look up and years upon years, and all of a sudden...
He's me. What happened to my son?
He's 30 pounds overweight.
Oh, yeah.
And you gonna get mad at the daddy because you gave the kid what the kid wanted. That's what's gone on in Seattle.
Okay.
Daddy, I want to pass the ball. Okay, son, you can pass the ball. Daddy, I want to pass the ball. Okay, son, you can pass the ball. Pete, I want to pass the ball. What happens? The more Russell Wilson begins to cook, the more the Seahawks' records or success diminish.
Yeah,
Russell Wilson's first 4 years in the league. Defense was first. That ain't got nothing to do with Russ. That's just Pete Carroll orchestrating his defense properly. That's why I give some blame to Pete Carroll. But now let's look offensively. Russell Wilson's first 4 years in the league. Rush attempts, first, second, third. 2016 Marcellus rush attempts were 20th. What the heck happened? Now, this is where it gets tricky.
Where you go?
Every now and then during my show preparation, I see something. And then I think something. And I wonder if what I see and what I think, if they coincide. Marcellus, I asked myself this question, sir. In what year did Russell Wilson get married to Sierra?
Man, come on, dog. We gonna do that here?
I have to. Why? Because Russell Wilson marries a global icon. In 2016.
Then or now?
In 2016.
She was a global icon then?
What?
I mean,
you ain't see my goodies? Nah, I didn't see it. That's a scary woman, okay? I wasn't watching the video. I heard the song on the radio. I never watched the video. I didn't watch the video.
Hey,
Okay?
you ain't got to tell me twice. My wall.
Okay?
Yeah, but.
So you marry a global
Okay, I
icon,
get that.
Marcellus Wiley, and I don't know about you, but I, in a past life, have gone out with a woman above my status level.
Say it again. Smoother.
I've gone out with a woman above my status level.
Yeah, she had
and
you.
that put some pressure on you.
To do what?
To be above you. So what happened with Russell Wilson in 2016?
My goodness.
Pass attempts go from, what is that, like 20th in the league to 10th?
I got to show up.
Rush attempts all of a sudden go from 3rd in the league to 20th because what happens, Marcellus? The cook gets paid more than the busboy.
Damn you.
The cook.
I'm not talking
He gets paid more than the busboy. Now, Marcellus again. Can we look at this Russell Wilson? We have the pictures, right? Russell Wilson just last week did a phenomenal GQ photo shoot. My God, Russell Wilson was out there stunned. Marcel, look at Russell Wilson on the right.
I can't.
Now,
I can't.
and on the left in 2015.
I can't see him.
On the right,
see something
Russell
else.
Wilson is wearing a jacket worth $7,000. On the right, Russell Wilson wearing a T-shirt worth $500. On the right, Russell Wilson is wearing a chain worth $3,000. On the right, Russell Wilson wearing some shoes worth about $4,000 per GQ. On the left, it's just little Russell Wilson. So again, who do I blame for these limitations? A little bit do I blame Pete Carroll, but Sel, you got to dive into them devil in them details. In 2016, Russell Wilson felt that pressure. He felt that pressure by dating above his means, and he realized a cook always gets more than a busboy. He had to start cooking, and when he started cooking, meals started getting burnt.
Oh, I'm so affected by that take. And it was, I mean, you ain't lying, dog. I mean, everybody knows that that pressure can be put on you, and it will affect all things you do.
Do you know, sir?
I didn't even see Russell Wilson in any of those pictures. I don't know what you're talking about. Sierra was number one for me in life. Respect to you and your family and your wife. Hey! Let me take this back on the field, because, boy, you say Sierra to me, it's a different conversation, because how did it affect him? I will. I'm just, it's amazing. You're going with the pressure angle because he's like, I'm trying to step up to another level of cachet.
Yes, sir.
And I'm saying, no, I think it was a tug of war at first. Look, you have to bow down to the Seattle Seahawks defense, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, probably 2016. You just got to bow down to them first. You just see it. And Russell Wilson's like, no, I'm starting to blossom. What's up? Can I get some of this? And they're like, nah, it's still defense and run game. And then finally he gets it, which I would say coincides with Sierra, because guess what? He got her handing the ball off. So good for you. Like, it's a real love there, because she didn't know he was a quarterback like he is. That said, all of a sudden, you try to do too much because now you've been chomping at the bit. You've been waiting for so long. You know how it is. You're pinned up. You're like, I can't wait. Then you get it. And then it's all over the place. And then he's finally matured into a good space, which is MVP caliber, but not MVP votes. But still, I'm going to say this before we go to Greg. Explain this. This ain't on Sierra right here. Because he was Sierra 2016, you said, all the way through. In 2019, locked in a divisional battle with the 49ers, Seahawks lost 3 of their last 4 games. His quarterback rating, 69, 78, 95. None of those are Russell Wilson level. Okay, this year, all right, MVP conversation, that goes away. Week 7 to week 10, 3 losses. And in those 3 losses, we're talking about him throwing 7 interceptions. That ain't on Sierra. That ain't on them boots. That ain't on that suit. That ain't on nothing but Russell Wilson not being able to finish what he starts. Got to bring in Fox NFL analyst Greg Jennings and see how much his outfit costs. Not much. Do you blame Russell Wilson for Seahawks limitations, Greg?
Yeah, it's definitely not as much as Russell Wilson's outfit as Acho perfectly laid out to us. But I do not whatsoever. I believe it's been solely on the organization and primarily on Pete Carroll. And the reason why I say this is, Marcellus, you talked about the defense and how great they were. And yes, they were great. And Russell Wilson came in and they wanted him to just protect the football, be a game manager.
Yeah.
That's who you are. But as that defense aged, as they started to disperse, and the Legion of Boom was no more, Russell Wilson started to step out to the forefront. He kind of evolved. He grew up. He grew into this elite quarterback. Marcellus, you got kids. Acho, I like your analogy of the parenting and the kid relationship, but it was the wrong analogy. Marcellus, you got Maraca.
Yep.
You got Maraca, who's your oldest.
Yep.
Then you got MJ, and then you got Araya, and I forget your youngest daughter's name.
Olivia. She ain't she Play-Doh right now. She ain't moving.
But you're not going to treat Maraca like you treat Araya or MJ at this stage in her life.
Facts.
She gonna look at you like, Dad, I'm not an infant. I'm a grown woman. I'm an adult. That is Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll. You cannot continue to treat him as if he is that quarterback that needs to manage games for you. Yes, he's going to cook. They're going to grow up. They're going to burn some meals, but they will learn from those meals that they have burned. And they're going to make some really good meals that they have prepared for you that you're like, huh, I didn't know you could do this. I didn't know you were cooking like that. Well, Daddy, if you let me cook, you would experience this more often. That's my issue with the Seattle Seahawks. That's why I say the pressure is not on Russell Wilson. It is on Pete Carroll to get this right. His defense was the catalyst. It is no more. It is Russell Wilson. Allow him to grow up and be what he's been able to be when you've allowed him in the kitchen to cook.
I'm with you on 50% of your take. I'm going to go 49% because I'm going to go with the dominant side on my side. I'm with you on 49% of your take, G, because you can't deny Russell Wilson's first 4 years in the league, his defense was first, and third in points allowed. That's his first 5 years in the league, actually.
Yeah.
2 of those years, in his first 4 years, he went to a Super Bowl. One time he won it, and his first year was his rookie season. So, on all of that is on Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll, that's all on you, big dog. But, G, now where I leave your take and go to the promised land is here. Russell Wilson said, hey, I need a defensive playmaker. Pete Carroll mortgaged his imminent future to go get Jamal Adams. Not Pete Carroll's fault Jamal Adams was hurt. Russell Wilson said, hey, I am grown enough. Please let me cook. He did that first in 2017. What happened that year? Seahawks only won 9 games. Russell Wilson has double-digit wins in every year of his pro career, except for when he threw 34 touchdown passes, except when he led the league in touchdown passes, except that year which they said, okay, you want to cook? Go ahead and do your thing. What happened this year, Greg Jennings? Hey, I want to cook. I don't just want one MVP vote. I want to win the whole thing. Russell Wilson's words, not mine. They started off hot, but then they faded slowly. So it's not as if Pete Carroll has been babysitting Russell Wilson his whole life. That's what he did early. That's what he did when he was just babysitting him with the run game. Now he's saying, hey, you an adult. Go do adult things. But what happens when your parents let you off to college? Hey, you an adult. I want to go to college. Then you pick up that phone. Dad, Mom, can you put some money in my account? That's what Russell Wilson doing. He like, hey, Pete, man, can you put a running back in my account? Hey, Pete, can you put a pass rusher back in my account? Hey, Pete, can you put something back in my account? Because I thought I was fully grown and could do it by myself. I can't.
Pete on Cash App right now. Damn. Look this boy up.
And I hear you. I hear all of that. I actually agree with majority of what you're saying. I'm not saying at no point do we ever forget the teachings of our parent. At no point do we ever just say, you know what, I got it completely on my own. I will never listen to anything that you ever taught me. No, we might act like that. We might try to boast and think that it's all about us. But we're reminded of the times when they disciplined us or they spoke some certain words and they planted those seeds that we now carry and we've nurtured over the course of our maturation process. That is Russell Wilson. With him asking for defensive guys, that's because he knows he's been in this league long enough. I can't do it by myself. I can do a lot, but I can't do it completely by myself. I'm not trying to do it completely by myself. But let's look at the offensive side. When he talks about being pressured and being protected up front, Marcellus, you talked about this a little bit, saying the quarterback's best is getting the offensive lineman's best friend is a quarterback that's decisive.
Yes.
Well, look, I'm going to need you to protect. When my whole career, I've been, you want me to use my legs? You want me to extend plays like this? This is who I am. Don't try to pigeonhole me to one facet of my game now because you're unwilling to protect now. I still need the guy, the Mark Ungers that you let go away. Like, you give me what I need. Just because just because I'm grown up, you still the parent, you're still in charge, you're still going to be able to plant those seeds. You're still going to say, honey, I know you're doing this, Morocco, I know you got it. I know you're an adult. I know you're going to make your decisions, but you should consider this. That's all I'm saying.
Man, y'all, this was amazing. I mean, we went all the way there in this take, which is amazing. But I think to simplify things, Russell Wilson became the highest paid player in the NFL. And when he became the highest paid player in the NFL, we know the flip side of that others won't be empowered because others won't be there. You don't have enough money in a hard salary cap to take care of others once you take all the money. So us looking at Sierra, the defense, the running game, Pete Carroll, whatever it is, in part, these are the consequences of eating up all the money. Now, it's funny to look at this situation and sum it up as this. The Seahawks' most successful years came when they had a great defense and a great running game. Let's not look at this any other way. Now, Russell Wilson wanted to get his. As Kobe Bryant once said, it's important to win, but it's more important to win my way. You know what I mean? Russell Wilson wanted to win, and he wanted to win his way. He's fallen short of just that. And I'm going to quote someone who wrote an amazing article on Russell Wilson, and then we'll go. Matt Calkins, he said, and this is poetic, lackluster as the offensive line has been over the past couple years, Wilson has fallen short of superstardom, Sierra. The man who signed the richest deal in the NFL 2 Aprils ago has been a hash mark or two shy of expectations. Second half of the last 2 seasons, Russell Wilson went from all world to just all right.